Like literally this whole part of the trail is just rocks. I'm just running over them. It's like all that chunk absorption and all that, I'm like so used to it by now, but it really is just mind-blowing. Alright, so the BTG Pioneer I've been riding since September. Oh no, it's flat. No idea what I just pumped it to. Alright, as I was saying, BTG Pioneer production first impressions. I've been riding the prototype since September. I raced it at Windman and at Techy. I got second at both. This tire is slightly different. As you can see, it's slightly smaller. That's why I was able to actually fit under there. Because they needed to make it smaller to fit the XL, unfortunately. Oh my god, that's a new rut from the rain. This trail is extremely techy. I don't know if video is going to do it justice. So I'm at slightly higher PSI than I'd normally run. Oh Jesus, a little spray. Slightly higher PSI than I normally run. It's a little bouncier than I'm used to. But this is a soft compound and I was on the medium compound. So it actually felt a little bit nicer over the little stuff. Oh my god. Video does definitely not do justice to this trail. So I've been sick and it's been raining. So I haven't been able to test this thing out. Whew. It's a slightly different shape since it's slightly smaller. It's a little bit more stable than the one I was using. It's hard to really tell on this trail. I'm not really opening up or anything. But I've still been able to turn it just fine on this little single track. Just got a little bit of crunch, that's not ideal. This is also my first time using the BTG Pioneer with the 5-inch Fungineers motor, the Fooper. Definitely been waiting for this. This feels so nice. I don't have it tuned properly because I've been swapping motors back and forth, and I forgot that I haven't redone motor setup for this. So I'm getting crunch when I really push. But it's crazy how much torque it has even before it hits that saturation and crunches. Hey, even though it's not tuned right now, I still have more torque than my hypercore, which is funny. Oh yeah, Pioneer just eats this stuff up. Fucking Sauron kids have been out here. What the hell? Thought it was the rain, but now I'm not sure. Looks like somebody was tearing it up. Ooh. Ooh. I haven't ridden in like a week because I've been sick and it's been raining. Feeling a little sloppy. it's not crunching? I could have swore I felt crunch. Huh. Yeah, maybe it's not crunching. Maybe I was feeling something else. So I haven't ridden, and it's a slightly different shape. So I'm feeling pretty sloppy. I will say though, I liked the fact that the prototype was a little bit more nimble, but considering I'm trying to race against 12x8s with this tire, I do need it to be more stable. Because the 12x8 is just so stable, it's hard to compete with that thing. And the Pioneer is their stable tire, so it makes sense for it to be stable in the production version. 5-inch Thundercat will come eventually, hopefully. That'll be a crazy tire. This is where the trails used to still be. There was a jump line all through here, but the Orange County fire this year, they had to do a fire line through here because the fire was coming up over these hills. It's very sad. Guys in this neighborhood built 3 trails and now there's only half of 2 left. But it's still sick I got these trails in the neighborhood. Oh my god, the Surround kids for sure tore this up. I thought it was the rain. These bastards. I was in such a rush to get out before the rain came. I didn't even have time to zip tie my motor cable out of the way and my wire harness out of the way. Probably hear it rubbing half the time. Oh my god. This trail wasn't techy enough. Surrounds added more ruts. Whew. Alright, so that's pretty much the trail. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting crunch. I don't know what I'm feeling. Maybe I didn't tighten my bolts all the way. I literally just put this together and rushed out the door after I woke up because it was supposed to be raining all day today. And I looked outside and I was like, wait, I have a chance. And I'm not going to be able to ride this thing for like a week from here. Alright, so upon further investigation, when I turned the board off and back on to try and get the remote to work, it reset my tune back to Dado's no remote tune that I've been running during testing. So that is probably why it felt weird on top of being a new tire. The new tire is still going to make it feel weird, but having a different tune and a different tire, that was throwing me all off. And I haven't been riding. I was like, what is happening? It felt so weird. Oh shit. I was gonna go up to that tippy top spot real quick, but I just felt raindrops. And we are at the very top right now, so I need to get down. Yeah, the soft compound does feel a little bit better. I wasn't expecting. But like over these tiny little rocks, I still feel them, but not as much. is nice. The TFL soft compounds aren't crazy like the Burris, so it makes sense that it's not too soft, even with all this sidewall. Oh my god, these surround kids totally fucked up some of my lines. Woo. Yeah, that Thunder or the Pioneer grip. Oh. I rode the Trail Pro 2 up here during the 5-inch Fungineers testing because I was on one of the motors, and I was just slipping out everywhere because you're turning hard, you're accelerating hard, braking hard. Whew. My feet are feeling it. They're like, you haven't been doing this to us. What's going on? I don't feel any more raindrops. That's good. My micro corrections are a little thrown off because the tire is different. But, oh my god, it just eats it up. That part is so chunky. Oh yeah, I just ate that rock garden. I didn't even feel it. It's crazy. I've gone into those bushes before coming into that too. I got scared. Watch out for that rock. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Just eating this chunk up. I don't know if you guys can see this on video, but this trail is chunky. I think my average speeds when I bomb this trail are still like 11 or 12 or something. And that's after a year and a half of riding this trail, living here. Woo. Ah. The surround kids added new ruts on top of the rain ruts. So these already annoying turns. Jesus. Yeah, that extra stability felt nice in that one little fast part there is on this trail. Woo. My turn-ins are all fucked up because the tire shape is different. But yeah, the XL, I'm sure people have seen, the Thundercat has a funny noise on the XL, and that's what they had to avoid, making the Pioneer smaller, because it would have been rubbing like crazy like the Thundercat does on the XL. And when they made it a little bit smaller, it made it a little more stable. It's less round on the edges. But I have a feeling I'm gonna end up liking the more stability. Sucks I had to make it a little bit smaller, but it might actually help a little bit because when I was running real low PSI, the sidewall was caving in just like 5-inch tires do. So having it slightly smaller might actually help that. But that was when I was running like super low PSI, like 5 or 6% body weight. So for someone that's 200 pounds, that would be like 10 to 12 PSI, which is really low for someone that's 200 pounds. That was when it was starting to fold in, which makes sense. Nico was trying to run like 5, which is high for him, and he was still getting fold-in issues. Which is right there at that 5% body weight for him. So it seems anything over like 6% body weight, you're good. I think Gary said he was running like 12 to 14, and he's like 200 pounds. All right, I think I'm actually gonna go up to the rocks this way so that I can go on the street for a second at the bottom of this. It's starting to sprinkle again, so hopefully I make it out in time, because I just had to take this whole board apart and replace the remote module and stuff, so it is not siliconed right now. Normally I have my boards pretty waterproofed. Oh my god. Yeah, that big ass rut, I literally just went right through it like nothing. It's crazy. Oh my god, it's just eating this chunk up. It's crazy. Guess I won't take the shortcut since I've got time, it seems. This part's super chunky downhill. Like literally this whole part of the trail is just rocks. And I'm just running over them like they're not even there. It's crazy. Yeah, it's funny. So I'm doing first impressions of the tire, but I've technically been on the tire for like 3 months. But I haven't been because this tire's different. So it's like all that chunk absorption and all that, I'm like so used to it by now, but it really is just mind-blowing how it just absorbs all the chunk. Like even being back on the regular 5-inch Pioneer, one, the height, I really didn't like being back at stock height on a standard Pioneer. Pioneer's kind of a small tire. It's not small, but it's smaller. And yeah, so the height was the first thing. I was like, oh god, I have no clearance, especially with no remote. But yeah, and then even with the 5-inch Pioneer, I feel more absorbent on here, which is crazy, because the 5-inch Pioneer already has so much absorption. I was riding the Pioneer for about a year. I raced Let It Ride, Dirt Surfers, Seek and Shred, Northwest Electric. I won Seek and Shred and Northwest Electric on a standard Pioneer in the pro category. But now that I'm on a BTG, I thought I didn't need BTG. Thought it was, you know, I have the Pioneer sidewall. What do I need BTG for? But now I have more sidewall and I have that BTG clearance, which for jumps and drops just helps tremendously. And even just general riding, being able to turn with more clearance, being able to brake with more clearance, accelerate with more clearance. Even with the remote, I feel a pretty significant difference being at BTG height, which is weird because the remote gives me that clearance, but it's just nice having to not use the remote for everything. Alright, here's super chunk zone. Oh my god. But yeah, and then like going through these ruts, like I just crossed that rut, which makes no sense on a normal tire, but the BTG is big enough that it crosses big old ravines like that, which I didn't realize I was missing until I got this a few months ago. Ooh, ooh. I got off my line. Still getting used to the shape of it. It's definitely, I'm like doing micro adjustments and then it doesn't go where I'm expecting it to go. Because it like feels like I'm on the same tire, but I'm on a slightly different tire. My ankle's still acting up, so I didn't want to get all fucked up through those rocks. But yeah, this is what we're riding over right now. And it's just chill. Just super chill over fucking literally a trail of rocks. It's not even a trail, it's just rocks. Just run them over. Thought that sweatshirt was a dude. But yeah, especially with the soft compound too now, this is insane. Like, these smooth parts, it's just so smooth now. Oh, wrong one. But yeah, this is just BTG Pioneer. Like I said, I was already used to the squish and everything, but the soft compound actually added a little bit that I didn't expect. Made it a little bit nicer of a ride. I was worried that it might make it too soft and it might cave in like I was talking about, but I had zero cave-in issues there. And if I was gonna have them, it would definitely be on this trail where I'm going on the sides to get away on rocks, hitting rocks all crazy. Alright, street impressions. It's a little too low PSI, but oh yeah, it still feels great. As long as you have footholds, it's still super carby. Goes edge to edge like nothing. Oh yeah. Slightly higher PSI would feel even better. But yeah, that's nice. Classic Pioneer feel right there. And what I like about the Pioneer too is it starts out pretty stable, but as you wear it in, it just gets that little bit of rounder edge. And then it's still got that really nice stability in the center and just a slightly carvier edge. Whereas the Pioneer prototype I had, it actually was round, like the whole tire was a little bit rounder. So you don't have that center stability as much as you will with this one. See if I can open up on this fire road. Whew. A little chunkier than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, it just eats it up. Eats everything up. Chunky road, chunky rocks, smooth road, smooth path. It just feels like you're riding on a cloud. It's like you know you're riding there, but it just feels like you're floating over the ground because it's just so absorbent. Just eats that up. Yeah, stability is really nice. I'm like literally leg straight right now at like 20, and it's just like doo-doo-doo. The other one I had, since it was more nimble, I like, you know, when I'm going fast, I had to be like in position because it is a little tippy. This thing is really nice. It's got that stability, but also that edge carve. Yeah. Like you can carve so well still, but then when you get into that straight, it just wants to go, which is actually preferred, like I said. Because I'm going to be racing 12x8s with this thing. I need as much stability as I can get. But what I don't like about the 12x8 is it has the stability and no carve. Whereas this is that nice in-between where you have that carve and that stability, which is what I've always loved. The Pioneer is my favorite tire. I don't know if I've said that. Even the normal 5-inch Pioneer, that's why I ran it all season over the BTG. I had a Thundercat BTG, I had Burris BTG, and I just didn't like the Thundercat's too nimble, the Burris is too stable, Pioneer is right in between, and now it's got the sidewall and the clearance and even more sidewall than the BTGs. It even has more sidewall than a 12x8, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty positive it's got more sidewall than a 12x8. And now that the Fooper exists, this is literally the best setup. The 12x8 is for sure the other best setup. I just don't like it. It's too stable, it's not fun. It's fun to go over stuff super fast, but it's not fun to ride around on. Like at Windman, you're going, then you're turning, and the guys on the 12x8s were able to like really push in those straights, but they didn't turn as well as me, and that's where we kind of evened out when I was racing the Pioneer versus the 12x8. But yeah, that's probably enough rambling. First impressions, it's just as good as what I've been riding. You guys are gonna fucking love this thing. It's so good. Go buy it if you have a 5-inch and a BTG board. It's literally a no-brainer. If you have an XL, this is literally the thing you need to get for your XL. Footholds in this on an XL and you're golden. All right.